Check my schedule. Can't tell when you feel in love. In love.
Last new track with Anderson .Paak, Dance with the Devil, is available now. Listen and follow on Spotify.
Dance with the devil if you want to. It's a bad move. So I think it's best we leave it on the floor. Devil in the blue dress, white diamonds on your neck, red bottoms when you step. Everybody in the...
Når du forestiller deg et innbrudd, så ser du for deg drama.
Se om du finner noe passord.
Kaos. At noen tar på det som er ditt.
Bli tryggere på Telenor.no sikkerhet.
Har rutinene sklidd ut I sommer?
Screw ads, screw everything. Hi everyone and welcome back to the Ozone for another stream this beautiful day. My oh my, it's good to be back and I'm sorry for being, away a little bit, but things happens, like you gotta listen to your body, you gotta listen to your mind, you gotta listen to, all the things that matters the most, so you gotta keep the balance going, and I appreciate you guys, being patient, being supportive, and being here once again, and, you know what, I'm excited, not so much right now, but I'm gonna be very excited, because on Tuesday, we're doing the stream, we're doing a stream. I got Black Myth Wukong, and it's gonna be what I believe a very beautiful game. And I did like the, what is it called, like a test, to kind of see how my computer is like working in terms of like what kind of stats are we getting, what kind of frames are we getting. And you might know already at this point, right, that I don't have the best PC right now compared to, your favorite streamer and all the good stuff. We're rocking like a old school Ryzen. It's a Ryzen 5 though. My CPU is not bad actually. It's like a Ryzen 5 3600. It's a pretty good one actually. Like it's not bad for a budget. It will still hold up like a few more years technically. But my GPU is like a 1660 Super, so we're rocking that, and it's a lot of, let me say it this way, it's not a lot of power, for streaming, for playing some of the demanding games that we have these days, but, we are rocking like, what, minimum 69 frames, and keep in mind that number 69. Also though I have prepared something special. I prepared something special for Tuesday. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. I'm not revealing it today though, obviously, we're gonna wait until Tuesday. And as you know by now, I don't usually stream during midweek, we have work, we have other commitments, right? But when it's a launch day, we gotta try, to make it happen. So we'll probably do like a short stream. I'll say short. Obviously, depends how well the game is doing, how fun I think it is. Hopefully, it's gonna be, a really fun experience on Tuesday, and obviously depending a little bit on when it's launched. If it's like super late, maybe we just have to wait, a few days. Maybe they get like some bugs and stuff, and they do like a patch. But originally, as far as like plan, we're gonna go live on Tuesday, and we're gonna play this game, and it's gonna be quite exciting. So I was thinking, today, we're gonna watch a little bit some of the last final trailers. We're gonna look at some of the reviews that have been happening out there, kind of reacting a little bit to that, and after that, I think, I don't really know what to play today, that's the thing. I'm like sitting up thinking like, what are we gonna play? What is the thing we're gonna play today, we just have to take it a little bit, I guess, on the feeling, what we're feeling like today, and kind of go from there, but I wanted also, to kind of talk a little bit about Black Myth Wukong, kind of make it more about this, and just, have it as a waiting room, hearing your thoughts as well. Like, have you Have you bought the game? Are you gonna buy the game? Like, what are your thoughts on this so far? I mean, like, I'm kind of curious what you guys are thinking as well. So, you know, feel free to let me know. You know, if not, you know, I'm gonna share my thoughts as well, at least with you guys, and we're gonna take a little bit of a look. I heard, as far as I know, though, that IGN or something, they gave it like a 9, which is pretty solid considering like all the hate also this game got, right? And I was watching like a short earlier today from like Asmongold, like doing like a clip, right? And they were talking about like a company kind of reviewing Black Myth Wukong, and they were like talking about, oh yeah, it got like nice gameplay. It's I go get up. You're not happy? Nah, of course you're happy. Don't worry about it. Nah, you are good. You're here, you know, on a Saturday. You're gonna enjoy the stream. We're gonna take a look at Black Myth Wukong. What is it to complain about? You know, it's gonna be nice. You know, we're excited. It's a good day, and I'm back for streaming. You know, like what more do you need? Yo-ho! Andrew tuning in as well. You know, my oh my. You know, you guys are awesome today. You wouldn't be surprised. I can't say this, or YouTube is gonna, you know, do something about it. No, but at least, you know, you're watching the stream though, so there's still a very slim chance that something is gonna happen. So at least that's something, right? You gotta look at the positivity. You gotta look at the positivity. Shanice is here as well. Oh, let's go. You two are the best, by the way. I appreciate it, Andrew and Shanice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have the N-word pass? How would I know? You will still try to disturb you today? Yeah, good luck with that. You know, like, you know, the good thing about being like a streamer and like watching you guys communicate is that the fact that I don't really have to respond to everything, you know? Like, it's just the way, it's the pleasure of sitting on this side of the table. You know, it's just some perks with it. You know, you can just control whatever you want. But yeah, as I was saying though, you're attracted to ozone smell. This is probably the reason why I needed a break last week. Because of the comments like this. Nah, but seriously though, yeah, no, like I just, you know, needed some time off, you know, last week, and it's just been a lot lately. You know, so, and yesterday as well, you know, had to help out the family. So it's just how it is, you know. Sometimes you get like some more commitments, you gotta kind of figure out whatever you have to do in order to make things work. But you know, today, you know, we're ready. I even got like a what is it called, like damn, I like the fact that when I'm like missing, like when I don't like talk English regularly, like my words are being fucked up, you know. So what I was gonna say is, like, I got like this little thing, you know, that kind of, you know, give me like some air conditioning, you know, like an air condition, you know, system that kind of blows more wind, you know, so I can don't be as warm, because holy shit, this light is heating up, my computer is heating up, like it's a show, right? So summertime here, you know, it's not really that warm compared to a lot of other people, obviously, in other countries, but, you know, as a Norwegian, like, we like it more cold, you know, we like it more chill, and that's just how it's gonna be. And at some point as well, I gotta make sure I, like, now I have like some of the words that Gogeta is like typing in, I'm gonna make sure they're banned next time, so he will be struggling. I appreciate you like I appreciate you like my hairstyles. I put a lot of efforts in it. Not really, but I do have a great barber though. We have to give credit to the person that makes it happen. Yeah. True, Andrew. True. No, just some of the words that you're talking about, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's a bit much. But hey, Andrew, you're technically the moderator, right? So you know you can do what you want. Andrew for the mod. You know you have that, Andrew. Actually, You actually have that, Andrew. You do have the mod. I think you also have it on YouTube, don't you? Let me just check. Wait. I don't know. I think you actually do. But you have it on, I know you have it on, what is it called? You have it on Twitch, I know, Andrew, but I think I gave it to you as well on YouTube. I'm not sure.
Is available now. Listen and follow on Spotify.
Go get a, you know, you're getting a timeout on this. Alright, that's too much. You're getting a timeout. Wait, did it work? Alright, well, we'll move on, focus on, you know, the good things. And we're gonna look a little bit into, like I said, we're gonna do like some reactions today on Black Myth Wukong. And, yeah, let me get like the music off. We get like the reaction scene here. I already got it ready actually too, which is gonna be nice. 100% Andrew. Sometimes, you know, he keeps it like mellow, but sometimes it's a bit too much, you know. It's a bit too much. Yeah, let's start reacting here to Black Myth Wukong. We got the final trailer actually that came in here on, what was it, like 9 days ago actually. 9 days ago. And yeah, so let's take a look at this, you know, and like I said, I'm kind of excited about this for like Tuesday, you know, like already on Tuesday it's gonna happen. And yeah, so let's take a look at it. Also, you know, if you haven't already, you know, please feel free to share your thoughts. Like, are you gonna buy the game? Like, is this something you're excited to play, or are you just gonna like watch, you know, like watch like a streamer or like a content creator like videos before you like make a decision? Obviously, it's always good to kind of wait until like pre-ordering, right? And then like I wouldn't like highly recommend pre-ordering games in general, but for me, you know, in this case, obviously, you know, we're gonna get it on launch, and like my plan is like to stream it on Tuesday when it launch, unless it's like super late, of course. You know, we never kind of know the time frame. I actually don't know when it's gonna launch live, so I guess we just kind of have to take a look at it and see if it kind of works out. Because if it's too late, like I can't do it obviously because I have work in the morning, then we just have to wait until like the weekend, right? But if it's like, you know, 6-7 p.m., then obviously we'll be good to go, and we'll kind of stream it on day. All right, let's take a look at this video. I'm also gonna put on my fresh air. I got some fresh air here. Ooh, that feels good. Oh my god. Yeah. Let me know if you guys hear that, or if it's like too loud or something, and I will kind of tune it down a little bit. But it should be fine. Alright. Whew, that feels good. Alright, Black Myth Wukong. Let's take a look at it. Hopefully also the audio is working. It should be fine. If you guys are hearing it, yeah, it should be good. Alright, let's take a look. Black Myth Wukong final trailer. Game looks so good as well though. Bro, the enemies here, and like, they're gonna be so cool. Like, the world design as well, like, it's beautiful. Let's get that pool. The fact that he can actually like make it smaller too. Alright, let's watch some gameplay here. Some of the attacks is so cool, like the fact that you can be like a rock and like all this, crazy. Okay. Bro, it's throwing snowballs! No way. That is unreal. Alright, some sort of spider. Fire blast? Okay. Bruh, it looks so beautiful. What is under the water there, or under the ice? Okay, we got like a portal. Oh my god, there's so many random creatures in this game. That is so cool. Like, I like it's probably not a kid, but it's so interesting. I actually think this is how you collect the powers from like the bosses or enemies that you fight, and then you can utilize that as a skill kind of later, which is probably one of the coolest features in this game. Obviously we haven't tested it yet, but the fact that you can kind of just collect some of the powers and utilize it, it's like that, you know, what can I say, like, it's that dream, right, to have, it's like when you fight like these crazy bosses, you see the movesets, and then you'll be like, holy shit, like, I want to do that. And then, in this case, it's not only the fact that you're getting the move, but you're, like, getting the visual aspect of it, too, which I think is unbelievable. So, let's see. Alright, so now, yeah, there you go. Like, look at that. And I think it's, like, looks like such a smooth gameplay as well. Like a scorpion. Okay. Look at this world, though. Oh my god. I feel like it's gonna be so many cool cutscenes in this game. Oh my god, what is that? Can we control those, or is it just more like visuals? Bruh. I hope people don't have like a freaking like spider, what do they call, like, scared of spiders? Spider fear? Oh my god, I can't talk. Bro, this game is gonna be so good. Let's go. Alright, that is absolutely fire though. Confront Destiny, August 20th. Let's go. There's no pre-access, not as far as I know, Greatness. Also, that's a great name. Thanks for being active in the chat as well. Nah, not as far as I know. I bought the deluxe edition too.
Hunting that wise.
This is actually a pretty funny scene. Like, they have like a circle. I hope we can do this. You know, like, let me attack! Boom! No. Oh, that is great. Bro, I hope we can do that. That is so chill. Alright, that is absolutely fire though. I'm actually super excited about this game. Lord Blaze, let's go! Monkey indeed. Alright, so the next one we're looking at is the PC review. Hey, Kurg01, thanks for following. I appreciate it. So until 20 August, well, we will wait. Absolutely, that is the plan. And so, like, I haven't looked up yet though, but as far as, you know, the plan is, so if we're able to, like, if they launch the game on, like, the 20th, like, somewhere around, like, 6 or 7 p.m., like, Central European time, we're gonna be streaming live on day, you know, like, it's gonna happen right here, you know, today. On Tuesday, I mean, of course. But if it's, like, super late, obviously, you know, we just have to kind of wait. Monkey power, but yeah. So, let's take a look at the Black Myth Wukong PC review as well that IGN released yesterday, I believe. So let's take a look at that. I'm kind of curious what they're saying though, and kind of how they're reviewing it. And obviously the PC review is going to be interesting. So we gotta have to take a look at this. All right, let's take a look.
Hey y'all, Mitchell Saltzman here. I'm the reviewer of Black Myth Wukong, and just a quick note about this review. As part of the embargo agreement set for this game, I am unable to show you footage beyond Chapter 2, which presents a bit of a problem because a lot of the technical issues that I have with this game that I specifically call out in this review occurred after Chapter 2, so I'm unable to actually show them. So we're going to do 2 different video reviews this time. This first one will abide by the restrictions and only show footage from the first 2 chapters. Yeah. But we will also be posting a more complete review with the relevant footage added in on launch day. Okay. And with that, on with the review for Black Myth Wukong.
But, I mean, like, in a sense, that's not, like, a big issue, though. I mean, like, obviously, as long as they're mentioning, like, the issues that they're seeing now, I think that's fine. But I also understand that the game developers don't want to spoil it, right? They don't want to provide, like, any spoilers, you know? It's just going to ruin the experience. So I kind of see that, you know, as long as they try to fix those issues that they're highlighting, as long as it's, like, performance issues, like, that's really what matters the most. All right, let's see what they say. Okay.
I've never been so utterly blown away, yet simultaneously so unbelievably frustrated by a game as I have been with Black Myth Wukong. This is undoubtedly one of the most ambitious and impressive action games I've played. Alright. It's stunningly gorgeous, its combat is fantastic, it's incredibly challenging, but always satisfying to overcome, and the setting is refreshingly unique and steeped in rich Chinese culture.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Bro, the guy said it has no head. What the hell?
Despite all of that, it often feels like it's barely holding it all together.
Wait. The fact that we can control that and, like, be whatever this is, oh my god. Like, it's just like the fact when you're having aspects of, like, history or, like, stories, you know, that is already well written, and you stay true to that vision and make it into a game. Like, that's where you can create something beautiful. And I was reading something as well on, like, Wikipedia. Obviously, you know, I don't know, like, we have to take Wikipedia with a grain of salt. But what it actually was saying was that they say that this series that they're making is part of, like, a longer Black Myth, like, based on, like, these books and stories. Like, it's part of a, like, continuous series. So apparently they have planned multiple games or multiple games based on different kind of stories. So if this is going to be a banger, you know it's going to be coming, like, game after game. And I actually think that's cool as well, because then we'll have different books, different stories, and it could be, like, you know, something new and refreshing every time, right?
I suffered numerous crashes, despite having a top-of-the-line setup with a GeForce RTX 4090. Numerous crashes? Not to mention the multiple times I fell through the ground and died in the final phase of a boss fight. Or the way characters would randomly switch from English to Chinese, or the way the dialogue audio would just drop out altogether and leave me completely in the dark during an important cutscene. It's a rickety roller coaster for sure, and there were definitely spots during the ride where I was not having a great time. But taken as a whole, this is one adventure where the bumps are worth it.
It's worth it? Okay, well that's good news at least. Monkey magic? Bruh.
Black Myth Wukong's story is somewhat of a follow-up to the classic novel Journey to the West by Wu Chenggen, a book that I only personally know thanks to very loose adaptations like Dragon Ball and Enslaved Odyssey to the West. That surface-level familiarity didn't help much though, as the interpretation that the developers at Game Science have crafted here is laden with references to characters and events from the novel, without doing a great job of bringing you up to speed on who Sun Wukong is, or what he encountered on his titular journey. I had to look online to understand who Zhu Bajie was, what his history with Wukong is, and what the significance of certain encounters were, because otherwise I'd have been completely lost at times. You play as the Destined
But I think that's
One,
part of the
a literal
journey, though,
monkey
right?
who wakes up one morning and decides to set out on a roughly 40-hour journey to locate the 6 relics of Wukong.
Okay.
While the moment-to-moment storytelling is fairly unremarkable, largely due to a mute protagonist and side characters that aren't given enough screen time to develop, each of the 6 self-contained
God.
chapters culminates with a stunningly gorgeous animated vignette that tells a short story about that chapter's main antagonist.
Yeah.
Each one is done in a completely different art style, with one drawn to look like a storybook, another using stop-motion animation,
Why are they not showing
and
if you
another
can do
done
like
in
a
the style of an
backstab,
anime.
though?
Every single one of them is
I
beautiful
hope we can do a
and poignant,
backstab,
and
that
I
would
couldn't
be
help but wish that the
massive.
main story managed to move me in similar ways.
Oh, we can loot. We can loot. All right, let's go. We're gonna be exploring.
My initial read on Wukong was that it was a Souls-like, given the
Yeah.
checkpoint system, the stamina bar that governs your actions in combat,
Okay.
and the dodge-heavy fighting style. But as it turns out, Wukong has more in common with traditional action games, like what you might expect from Bayonetta developer Platinum Games, than it does with anything that From Software has made. Most of the usual
Yeah.
Souls-like conventions are missing. There's no penalty for death outside of respawning at the nearest checkpoint, you don't use a shared currency to level up your stats and purchase items or upgrades,
Right.
and while there is gear and stats to consider, you largely just go and swap out the old equipment with the new, as opposed to making choices as to what kind of weapon or piece of armor you want to hold on to an upgrade. And even though I am a big fan of Souls-likes, ditching those mechanics feels like the right move for the game that Wukong is trying to be.
Right.
It's far more forgiving,
Ooh, look at
focused
that
on
boss,
keeping you
though.
in the action rather than poring over menus or retracing your steps to regain your lost currency after
Yep.
dying, and Wukong is a better,
It's almost
more
like a
distinctive
helmet.
game for it.
Oh,
To
it
be
is a
clear though,
helmet.
when I
Is it
say
a
it's
head?
more forgiving, I don't mean that it's any less difficult than a From style game. In
Right.
fact, I'd go so far as to say that between this and Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, I had more difficulty getting through Wukong's toughest challenges.
Okay. Well, get good, man. Nah, but I think it's gonna be quite interesting though, for sure. Like, obviously, you know, we're always talking about like Souls-like games and like these elements of it, right? But at the end of the day, I think as long as they're staying true to their vision and like to the story of the book and the journey of the West, I think that's what matters the most. And the boss fights are like what are appealing, kind of like the Souls-like market for it, right? I think that's what kind of gets the Souls-like people or the Souls fans so like passionate about this.
But at the same time, those challenges never felt unfair, and overcoming some of the tougher boss fights was always a satisfying combination of
Yeah,
learning
this
their
is very
attack patterns,
important.
figuring out where I could maximize my punishment windows, and tweaking my loadout in ways that made the best use of my chosen powers.
Right. Defeated. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Combat in Black Myth Wukong is simple and elegant, thanks in part to some tools that are really
Oh
fun
my
to play
God,
around
look
with.
at that.
Success hinges on
You're
a
a
delicate
freaking
balance
frog.
of Twitch reflex style gameplay mixed with careful resource management that largely revolves around a focus meter, which builds up when you land hits and perfectly dodge enemy attacks.
You got a timeout, Gogeta, so, you know, you gotta be careful
You
what
gain
you're
a focus
saying
point
now.
whenever that meter fills up, which you could then spend in the middle of a light attack combo for a varied combo, or you can just use a heavy attack on its own for a powerful strike that can be charged even further if 2, 3, or even 4 focus points are consumed all at once. You also have access to a small
I'm
handful of
serious,
spells
Gogeta.
governed by a mana meter that are versatile enough
I'm the
to be
one
useful
who,
in a wide array of
I'm the one
situations.
who
The
did it,
immobilize
though.
spell, for instance, freezes enemies for a short time, allowing you to get in some quick hits and potentially stagger them to allow for even
I'm
more
the
free
one that
damage.
put you
Cloud
on
Step
timeout,
turns you
by the way,
invisible and creates a
so
decoy for your enemies to focus on while
can't
you break
complain
away,
on Andrew.
heal
It's
up,
all me.
and then hit your foe with a surprise attack that can crit. Rock Solid briefly turns you into a statue that will cause an enemy's attack to bounce right off of you,
Okay.
giving you an opportunity
Dodging?
for a counterattack. Ring of Fire creates a barrier around you that will initially repel enemies
Wait, so that's
and
that's
grant you
the
some health
barrier actually
restoration,
that we were seeing
along
on
with
the.
enhancing any stat-altering drinks that you
Oh,
may
wait, this is the barrier that we saw in like the trailer, like the previous one, right? So it looks like you can actually do. It's right, free membership. Yeah, but I can't technically ban you though. You know, it's doable. Trickster, you purchased this game? Yes, I did. We are ready on Tuesday. Don't worry about it. Alright, go get it. That's just too much. All right. So, what was I saying? First of all, oh my god, why are there so many people here? You guys are freaking amazing, by the way. I appreciate the support. I know we're all hyped for, you know, Black Myth Wukong, and I'm glad to have you guys tuning in. Wherever you are on, like, Twitch or YouTube, you know, I appreciate it a lot. As I was saying, you know, we bought the game. We are ready. Tuesday is coming up, and we're going to be streaming it live, you know, on Tuesday. So if you haven't, you know, liked the video or like subscribed or like followed on Twitch, whatever you want to do, you know, now is the time so you don't miss out. We're gonna be playing this. Alright, anyways, we keep looking at the Black Myth Wukong PC route, and we're gonna take a look at, you know, what's kind of people are saying about it. But I'm excited. You know, I'm excited.
Use while standing inside of it. And finally, there's my personal favorite, a plug of many, which lets you make multiple clones of yourself to all gang up on an enemy at once.
Okay, multiple clones. It's minion build!
Separate from that, you've also got transformations, which allow you to morph into powerful creatures that you've already bested in battle. What's really cool about these is that they don't cost any mana, they're tied to a very lengthy cooldown instead, and they turn you into a totally different character, complete with an all-new moveset, special moves that use their own focus meter, and more. For example, one of the first bosses that you fight is a wolf with a fiery dual blade that has a lightning-fast dash attack. When you defeat him, you'll gain his transformation and be able to do that very same dash attack to your enemies. And once you build up its focus meter, you'll even be able to do a hugely powerful leaping strike that can ignite foes and deal damage over time to them. And then finally, there are spirit skills, which are earned by defeating certain more powerful versions of enemies and absorbing their essence into your gourd. These are effectively transformations that only last for one attack and are also tied to a fairly lengthy cooldown, but it's great to be able to, for example, use the Wandering Wight's powerful headbutt attack.
Time is the preload? I'm not sure
to get
yet.
An extra stagger after immobilizing an enemy. These spirit skills can also be leveled up, which makes it so
trying
that
to kind of like
early
get the
game
information
spirits
here
never
now,
lose their
so I
strength
guess we'll
as
just
the campaign
I'll go
goes
into the
on.
website
it's
after.
An excellent blend of
see if
options,
there is any.
especially when mixed with some truly incredible boss fights.
As far as like
Wukong
I haven't seen anything on it.
At a thoughtfully measured pace,
I don't think
so
they
I never
have
felt
released
overwhelmed.
it yet.
Make no mistake, the Destined One is extremely powerful.
Getting Sekiro vibes? Yeah, it's feeling like more of a Sekiro
even beyond
kind
the
of
many powers and
to
abilities he has at his disposal.
It's supposedly kind of like a very fluent and nice gameplay, right?
But I still had to be smart with how I used my spells due to the fact that mana restoration is actually very difficult. This is where the resource management aspect of combat comes into play. I had to carefully consider what spells were actually worth the mana cost, whether I should save them for a more difficult second phase of a fight, and whether or not I could capitalize on the opportunity if I were to spend the mana in the first place. For instance, even though it's my most powerful spell, I often had to hold off on casting my Pluck of Many spell that duplicates my character since it has an extremely high mana cost.
Yeah, people like they were talking about it earlier that
boss could simply
he
wipe
felt
out
it was
all my
like
clones with
more
an AoE
difficult
attack
than
before
Shadow
they
of the
even got a
Archery.
chance to get some damage in. Sometimes the adjustment I had to make when I was stuck on a boss was a simple change in how I used my abilities. The act of coming up with a new strategy and
I think this is kind of like part of the most important thing though of the game is that when you're have abilities that you can utilize from like your previous enemies or like the bosses that you kind of fight from, like I believe like the whole key thing here is it's about, you know, utilizing it at the right time. So I almost like feel like, you know, when you're beating or like when you're meeting bosses at the first time, it's sort of like, okay, let's take a moment and kind of like realize, okay, what kind of attacks are they doing? Trying to understand their moveset a little bit. And then, you know, you kind of utilize, okay, what kind of attack would fit, you know, this boss the best? And you're probably going to die to the boss like the first time. So like maybe use it as like a learning experience, right? And then kind of see, okay, what could be the best play for this boss, you know?
And having it pay off was always extremely satisfying. While boss battles are where Wukong is at its best, there's also a highly respectable amount of enemy variety in its regular fights. Level design is of the wide linear variety, usually with a clear main path that leads from checkpoint to checkpoint, but plenty
I'm used
of
to being
opportunities to venture off that path to discover optional goodies.
That's why we're here.
The rewards for exploration are great too. I've found rare crafting materials to make new weapons and armor, special enemies that drop a new spirit skill, curio items that I could equip to enhance my build, and treasure chests that might permanently increase my max health, mana, or stamina. all of which made the time that I took to find them well spent. On top of that, there are also several secret boss fights to discover, key items with mysterious uses that I still haven't figured out, and plenty of more reasons to stray from the beaten path and keep an eye constantly scanning the environment. The main one being that Wukong is one of the most gorgeous games I've ever played.
It looks so
Every environment
beautiful.
is brimming with detail, from the chipped pieces of bark on the trees in the forest, to the real-time deformation of the snow as the Destined One moves through it while dragging his staff along. Not only that, but the animation is impeccable too, with wonderful touches and flourishes, like the way your character will do a little hop step when locked onto an enemy, then change to strafing around them as opposed to just running straight on while keeping their head turned.
I'm glad they're
The
focusing
music
so
and sound
much on
design is
movement.
fantastic as well, with epic drum-thumping battle themes
Yeah, the
and
music is a
melodic
big
flutes
part.
and chimes. adding to
Honestly, I'm getting a little bit of a Lies of P vibe to it in terms of like just how they're focused on a movement and on what is it called, like movement and game music. Like I really hope their music is gonna be good. Like I remember that from Lies of P, and like one of the things that I really enjoyed about Lies of P was like the music, you know, and that you could go to the gramophone and then like play your own music from finding it in the game. To be their first game is crazy. Yeah, I mean like it's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a little bit of Lies of P style, you know, to it. Yeah, I'll watch the video, go get it. Don't worry, I'll watch it. Yeah, but you know you gotta keep things more mellow, you know. Like I told you this before, you know, and I can't have you be like that to Andrew, you know. Andrew's my buddy. Andrew's my good buddy. I can't let you talk with him and like to our community members like this. You gotta respect people, you know. Gotta keep people, you know, in check. So that's why you got it twice. So you know, just tone it down a bit. All right. Tashini, did you check the leaked cutscene? All right. So I did not, and I'm not planning to do it either. Like, so no spoilers. No spoiler, Bora. No spoilers, you know, because like there's like if you guys have played like Elden Ring or like something, you know, that is one of your favorite games, like going into the world for the first time, and imagine if that was spoiled. Imagine if you didn't see that, right? Like imagine you saw that like before the game launched, you buy the game and then you see that and you'd be like, oh yeah, no, I saw that, right? And that's just not gonna be say sorry. No, I'm not gonna say sorry. You know the rules, you know, we gotta keep things nice and clean. So you're the one gonna say sorry to Andrew. Either way. Yeah, so no spoilers, you know, so whatever you do, Tao Shinu. I don't know if I butchered that name, but either way, so I appreciate it. Yeah, no spoilers, you know, we're not gonna do that here.
the air of
All right,
wonder
let's
and
keep
mystery
going.
as you explore the unknown.
Nah, you're good, Tao Shinu.
All that said, this game really would have benefited from a map, plain and simple. The lands you explore in Wukong are beautiful, no doubt, but they're far too big and too crammed with secrets to not give you some
Right.
sort of navigational help, especially the second and third chapters. This, along with the fact that it's aggravatingly hard to tell what obstacles can actually
Gotta
be
stay
climbed
focused,
over
Gogeta,
and
you
what's
know?
an
Focus
invisible
on the good
wall,
things.
can make exploration quite cumbersome. It's a good
That's why
thing
you
that the rewards are
unsubscribe?
worth it.
Bruh, that is sad. That's tough crowd.
However, it's hard not to feel like all of Wukong's splendor and detail
You hate
came
me?
at a great cost. I experienced
Hopefully it all
numerous
works out
crashes, with
well,
one
though.
particular heartbreaker happening right after defeating an extremely tough
Right,
boss
like, that's
that
the
I then had to
salamander
defeat
thing,
again.
right?
Several others were more minor and would typically happen as I was loading up a new chapter or fast traveling to another level, but they eventually add up to a lot of frustration. In addition to that, several times during important cutscenes, all dialogue, audio, and subtitles would drop out completely, leaving me without any clue as to what was being talked about and no way to rewatch the cutscene. Characters would occasionally switch to speaking Chinese all of a sudden, despite me having the audio set to English. The lip flaps of the English dub often don't even remotely match what's being spoken.
Elder Jinshi. Oh my god, like that's gonna be such a cool, like the fact, you know, you have like these creatures from like the world. All right, go get it. Come on, pull it together now. That's just too much. You really want to get like banned or something? Like, what are you trying to do? You know? We have an amazing group of people here. I'm gonna keep things nice and clean, you know? You gotta have being respectful. Them graphics are 100%. Like, obviously, the fact that we are having like 69 frames. You were my favorite streamer. I'm glad that you went to ban me. Well, you're kind of putting yourself in that position. You know, it's your... You put it on yourself. I liked all your videos. I appreciate it. I do. You know, but there's a balance, you know, in terms of everything. Either, you know, you kind of adjust to our community. I'm sure there's communities you can be part of that, you know, accept this, right? But for us, you know, we're a little bit different. We're a little bit different. You're the one who kind of started that. Either way, you know, focus on the game, focus on this day, you know, focus on the enjoyment, and that's it. Alright. But Elder Jinxie, though, like, that's the cool thing about this game is, like, the creatures that they have in there. Ooh, the voice acting kind of seems nice, too. I like that. Imagine fighting an electric dragon boss in max out graphics in this game. Yeah, that's gonna be sick,
the worst, though, was one particular
but I
fight
obviously
in
heard
which the
like
boss would plunge me down through the ground during the transition to its final phase,
that,
only to
a
have
lot
me
of people
fall
are
through the
kind
world
of,
once I regain control of my
you know,
character.
just having
This
more
kept on
issues with
happening
like
to
the
point where
better
I thought my
machines
game was
than they
unavoidably
have like on
bugged,
this.
and I wouldn't be able to reach the end. But my insanity of trying the same thing over and over again eventually yielded a different result for no discernible reason. These are the kinds of technical problems that Game Science will hopefully look to address in post-launch patches. And it's not outside the realm of possibility, as even Cyberpunk 2077 was eventually whipped into shape after its own buggy launch. I hope that those fixes come swiftly, because while I still wholeheartedly think that the things that Black Myth Wukong does so right are worth dealing with those problems, I would love to be able to recommend it without those caveats.
Something to complain about fluidity of this game. This game is pretty much infiltrated.
As Game Science's debut
if
action
I banned
game,
you
Black
wouldn't
Myth
be
Wukong
here.
is mostly
yeah,
a great
you're right
success,
though, Toshino.
Despite some major technical black marks and localization
it has
issues,
its
that are
issues,
likely
but I
to
think
cause
it's
some
just like
frustrations
more
at launch.
the West kind of like being
Combat is
like a
fantastic,
bit
thanks
critical
to, a great
to
balance
like
of
how
careful
they do
resource
things,
management
right?
and lightning fast switch reaction gameplay.
I think at the
that
end of the
tested
day,
my
we just
skills
have to
as
make
much as
our own
Elden Ring
decisions
ever
on
has,
games.
despite
this
it being a more traditional action game than From Software style. Not only that, but there are a ton of exciting boss battles, a great variety of enemies, and the world they
the fact
inhabit
you can
is
do
an
this
absolute
on
treat for the
the
eyes
poll
and ears.
is so cool.
Its
I like
story
that.
has its moments, but relies a bit too much on having prior knowledge of the events of Journey to the West, and it really could have used a map to make its rewarding exploration measure up to the strength of the combat. All said, its strengths more than carry it through, making Black Myth Wukong a great action game that could be even
they gave
greater
it an
if
8
Game
though.
Science
That's
can
not
squash the
bad.
bugs.
They gave it an 8.
For more Black Myth Wukong, make sure to check out the first minutes of the game, along with our guides for things it doesn't tell you and skills to get first. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Thao, you know? Alright. Let's see. Alright, so we have one more that we're gonna watch as well. And it's gonna be the gamer ranks. I already have Detroit Become Human. I already got it. So don't worry about it. But yeah, I think this is kind of like the most important thing. Like, I don't mind like people watching reviews and everything, but you just have to keep everything with a grain of salt, you know? You can't be kind of so skeptic about it, you know? You just kind of have to... You kind of just have to make your own decision at the end of the game, you know? Like, look up a little bit like how things are performing. You know, kind of just look a little bit on the gameplay. Like, as far as I've seen, like, so far, people are mostly talking about the gameplay and, like, how smooth it is, right? And I think that's one of the most important things that has to be good. Is, like, if the gameplay and, like, the combat is not fluent and not good, like, this is where it's gonna have the issues. Like, obviously, performance is a big part. Like, if they haven't boosted that, of course, you know, it's hard to kind of like give a game time if it kind of releases and the performance is absolutely shit, right? But if the gameplay, like the combat is smooth, like it works well, like of course it's gonna have like some minor hiccups here and there, you know, it's just natural. It's just part of like the experience when they're gonna, you know, release a game on so many different platforms, so many different like PCs, right? So of course there's gonna be like some minor bugs here and there. Like no game is gonna be perfect in this regard. But if they're staying true to their story, Journey of the West, like I actually have no kind of knowledge about this at all. I'm just excited about like how they built the world, like the characters that they have, the combat that they're focused on, just the way it's built. We can buy PS5 because PC port has max problem that really gets fixed. Yeah, it's a valid point though. But I mean, like, I think, you know, in general, though, like, it's not, in most cases, like, at least from the games that I have played, like, there's not really a lot of issues. Yeah, I get what you're saying, though, on your side, but I feel like in most cases, it's like the newer models that are having issues, which is kind of weird, right? But I just think it's just so demanding, the games that they have. So, perhaps it's just like a balance on this. The Asian martial art parts of this game are insane. Yeah, it looks absolutely sick. All right, let's take a look at Yo Marvin, hi from Hawaii. Ooh, let's go. Wait, are you in Hawaii right now? That sounds kind of smooth. And thanks for tuning in. Graphics, everyone could do it with Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, I mean, like, to a sense, yes, but like graphics is one thing, but making the world, you know what it is, like that's graphics to me. It's not like how pretty the graphics are, it's the world design, right? It's the combat design, it's the enemy design. Hi from Shanghai. Ooh, you know, we had a global community. I appreciate it a lot. That's awesome. We have like Europeans, Americans, Asians, you know, all over the world. Amazing. Tuning in, watching like this Norwegian guy. Watching this Norwegian guy reacting to like Black Myth Wukong and like playing Black Myth. That's gonna be awesome. I appreciate you guys. It's great. Means a lot. Means a lot. You guys are awesome. Alright, so before we get too kind of happy about everything, you know, let's see what Gameranks are saying. Shishul, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it a lot. Means a lot. Yeah, so Gameranks, obviously, they have like a before you buy. I think it's always interesting watching them because they don't really put out any spoilers. And they're kind of being quite, they're being quite honest in terms of like just their, you know, perspective of the game. All good, all good. Hey, I appreciate it. And Marvin, bruh, you gotta keep me more like modest than this. You know, I'm getting too cocky here. This is not good. Nah, but I appreciate your kind words. It means a lot. Yeah. So let's take a look at like what Gameranks are saying. I think their feedback is always you know, interesting. They're not like a typical. It's not like IGN, right? IGN, you kind of have to be a bit skeptical to their performance. Although now in recent times, I feel like they've been more critical towards the game. Like, they're not really as bought, you know, as they were before. I feel like before, they were like, oh yeah, this game is like a 9 out of 10. And then it was absolutely dog shit because they got paid by the game, you know, to review it. Obviously, they are probably getting some money nonetheless. And that's why, like, we should still kind of keep them a little bit, you know. Yeah, we should be a little bit, take it with a grain of salt, right? But Gameranks, I think it's different, you know. Usually their before you buy versions are, it's usually useful. Alright, let's take a look at it.
Hey, and we're back with another episode of Before You Buy, that show where we give you some straight up gameplay and our first impressions of the latest games releasing. As usual, it's me, Jake Baldino, and today we're talking about Black Myth Wukong. This is a big action combat adventure from Game Science.
It better be
a
Trickster.
mobile developer jumping into their first big console PC game. Now, this game has been slowly
7 million
hyped up
protection
for
fee.
years,
Yeah, I know.
from its graphics to its character and story, and we've been cautiously keeping an eye on it. Now, keep in mind with this video, this is my first impressions after the first like 13, 14 hours or so, but I'm actually liking this one more than I expected. It's flawed for sure, but I think if you had your eye on this and you were hopeful, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's ambitious, and even where it stumbles, I think this is a great debut for this studio. And just so you know, I've been playing a review copy on PC. That's where all this footage is. And all of this gameplay footage you see here is spoiler free. So if you haven't already heard this, it's important to note that Black Myth Wukong is inspired by the 16th century classical Chinese novel Journey to the West. Now, this to me is one of the game's defining bits. It's why I was interested. You play as a badass monkey with a staff, and you go on a really varied adventure fighting zombies.
Yeah, but I feel like, to be fair though, China really has been
you name it. This is a fairly linearly structured game with some diversions. It's not really a Souls-like, like many people expected. Sure, you rest and level
China
up.
really
at, like,
has been showing a lot of their strength, like in terms of the recent games, right? Just look at like Lies of P, like I said, we have like Black Myth Wukong, like you obviously have others as well. Like I'm not aware of like all the games that they're pushing out, but I think it's part of like just their growth in the scene, right? And just also the acceptance into kind of building more of a global game, like for more people. And I think that's really the most important part here is we need more big players coming in, right? And kind of having an impact on the gaming industry. And also just because you will get like a different creativity, you know, you get like different stories, different cultures. I'm not saying like the West are done with like making great games, because obviously they can. Like I just think it's about time that that we get to explore, you know, the passion that obviously the Asian gaming culture has, right? Because obviously they've been massive in this scene for a long time. It's just they have such a big market from before, so why would they, you know, emphasize on the on the Western market, right? But yeah, so I mean, like I'm kind of excited about it. I think it's good. Like I said, like Lies of P was a really, at least for me, like it's a step in the right direction. I think this one as well is going to be really good. So yeah, a lot of potential in the Chinese market these days.
It's really where the comparisons end. This is an action combat adventure with light RPG elements.
Right.
You have some stats to worry about, but you're not upgrading like a multitude of stats like endurance and strength and magic and intelligence. No, it's all just focused on, you know, the basic level up and simple loot and character progression through a skill tree and some other tricks along the way. Now, your character as a baseline has a heavy and light attack as well as a dodge.
The
a lot
dodge
of it
thing
is based
is
around
so
focus
smooth though. I
points.
love that.
So you need to dodge and strike and do well to build this up, or hold a button to waste some stamina and charge it up, and then bam.
My God, okay.
When you have these points, you can launch a more powerful heavy attack that can often
look at
stagger
that,
enemies
though.
and
That
have other
is sick.
bonuses. You can also deflect certain enemy projectiles,
Bruh,
but
I love
otherwise,
that.
your main defense is really just
Can you get up
dodging
on the
like
roof,
crazy.
though?
Perfect dodges are rewarded with a satisfying effect and a little bonus. So get that focus stored up and hit triangle at the right moment, and bam, a Monster Hunter greatsword level slam dunk that just
they
feels
didn't show
so
us that we could go
satisfying
up.
to properly pull off. There are also multiple stances that are swappable on the fly with the D-pad. These stances are really just variations on the monkey's staff. Oh, did I forget to mention that it's like a staff that can transform? Because that's part of the ancient lore, man. Get with it. These don't change your entire fighting style, but they do matter the most with that charged heavy attack for situational shakeups. There's the big heavy slam, which is just so satisfying. I tend to stick with that as the main. But then there's the elevated staff, where the monkey perches atop it like a tall pole, avoiding some damage while also charging up a big downward
It kind of
slam.
seems like
There's
it, at
more,
least.
and I'm still experimenting with them, but I'll let you discover them. They seem pretty situational, and I've had a tendency to only swap to and use them in specific instances, more than just having them equipped and using them consistently. Even still, sometimes it's tough to learn where exactly a stance might work, because enemy attacks are so insane and aggressive, it can take a lot of trial and error to really get what the hell you're doing with a stance.
Okay,
a lot of
that's
the times
cool.
you're given these stances and then their use case isn't really spelled out for you. You gotta just figure it out.
Yeah,
but still,
that's part of
I
the
kind of
game.
like these implementations. Along with that, you have a magic meter that you can spend on special abilities. The first one introduced to you is a temporary and pretty short enemy freeze, like catching them for just enough time to land a few hits. Some of these abilities are offensive.
Yeah, for me, I
some
could
got
got
up a little
I
bit in
could
the
get
defense department, and they're paced throughout
average
the game
for me
and
was
seem
69
effective,
frames.
but more importantly, entertaining and
So
fun to
it's
pull off
not
at the
bad,
right
but it's
moment.
not great
It's
either.
just
But
so good to
considering
screw
I have
over
like
an
a
enemy at the last
1660
second.
Super
These
GPU,
are on cooldowns,
I think we're
but
pretty
the
good.
bigger challenge
That's
and
not bad.
strategy is not burning your entire magic
I'm
meter
happy
before
about that.
getting to a
It's
challenging
medium
enemy
settings
where
as well.
you're
It's
really
not
gonna
horrible.
need it. You're also essentially defeating certain enemies and collecting some of their abilities.
Yeah.
Our hero character is canonically like a shapeshifter.
But I
and
kinda- I
throughout the
turned off the
game,
few
you
settings, though,
defeat
actually.
and earn the ability to transform into
So
these
I had to
enemies
test out and
temporarily.
tweak
There's
it a little
full
bit just so I could
transformation
got
where,
like
you
kind of
can
more
temporarily
consistent
become a different
frames and
creature
not
and
like
walk around
dip
and
more.
kick ass,
So
or
I'll,
ones that you
I'll
trigger
kinda
and
go
you will
through a little bit
transform
that
for a
after.
moment for like a quick thing.
I have it on
or
my
like
Discord
a big
actually what I
special
ended up
one-hit
getting,
attack,
so I can
or like
kind
poison
of
blast,
bring it up
stuff like
perhaps,
that.
I
These
guess.
things give variation to a
Potentially.
pretty simple striking combat system. You can do light attacks and then time it right with a heavy attack, and the animations are incredible, but after a while you might find yourself just doing the same best combos over and over again. It really only matters when an enemy feels like a grind, or like when you're fighting low level
6900
enemies.
XD
The more
with 4K
complex
screen,
bosses, you really
yeah,
have bigger
like,
things to worry about.
Playing it
Is
on
the combat
like
most refined,
4K is
the most
gonna be
laser
demanding though
precise,
for sure.
balanced thing? No.
But you have a
If you were
better,
looking
you have
for
a better
Souls-like,
GPU
this is
though.
where you might be disappointed if you were looking for even more depth, but I had fun with it. Story-wise, it has a lot going for it because of like what I said, like what it's based on.
Right.
I only know the basics of Sun Wukong, but I was really just here for the ride and to
Yeah,
be
that's some
exposed
interesting
to
attacks.
Chinese myth. You get mysterious
Like you
tales,
got poisoned as
beautiful
well.
vignettes, thoughtful quotes, really well-designed and cool-looking characters and cinematic action framing.
All right, do you guys want to do a little swap?
Of course,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
why are
could
they
really
doing commercial like
do it.
mid? That's
Just
annoying.
like a one-time.
I wish we could all win a giveaway gaming PC, then we could play it on higher settings. For real. That would be the dream, huh? No, my plan is actually next year, like my my PC is just gonna be done with like Windows 10. It's not gonna be able to upgrade, so I probably have to do like a new PC next year. So I'm gonna probably upgrade, or like I'm gonna build a new one I think next year. All right, let's there we go.
I didn't really get a good feel for a sense of story. You just kind of go along, things happen, and characters say things and quote random things, and it really does not do a good job of ushering people into these ancient tales. I was still curious the whole time and had fun seeing cool stuff, but I wasn't like compelled or emotionally invested. It's just like a sequence of really cool stuff. Now, the game is structured in chapters. There's typically a big bad boss at the end of a chapter, and it's a matter of you getting your way there. You might run into one mid-boss that kicks your
lagging
ass,
a little
so
bit, though,
turn
on his
around
play.
and find another alternating path that likely brings you to another mid-boss you can cut your teeth on first. Occasionally,
that's
you'll run
decent as
into
well.
an NPC or a little mystery, but this is mostly areas with a few mob-type enemies that mostly aren't too
Hey,
crazy,
Mabu,
and then a few
how
tougher
far are
guys
we?
here and there, and then lots and
You know,
lots
like,
of
just-
bosses.
just
I mean,
looking at a
you can
few
fight
videos,
one unique boss,
nothing
walk
too
through a
much
hallway,
yet,
and then
you
bam,
know?
there's a completely new, different boss ready to square up. This is where the game is really ambitious. Like I said, the amount of unique fights feels really, really damn special. The amount of times I was in a glorious, over-the-top, brutal fight with, like, you know, screen-filling animations and explosions, thinking, oh man, this has to be the end of this whole chapter or sequence. You know, maybe I'll get a big cutscene or something. And then I finally beat them, and then nope, that was just a regular pedestrian boss in the middle of a level with another one right around the corner. A mid-boss in this game rivals some of the best bosses in other
that
like
is so
regular
good,
action
though.
games, and that's really damn impressive.
He has a
From the
hairstyle you
level of
wanted as a
challenge
kid.
to the music and
Well,
setting,
you're
to
an
like the
adult
over-the-top
now, so you can get whatever
crazy
you
movesets
want.
of some of these enemies. It's just nuts, and I've been having a lot of fun just consistently encountering new cool stuff.
Right.
It makes it feel really well paced, and also got me a little addicted, man. Like I kept playing after I said I'd stop because I just wanted to see the next new thing around every corner.
Indeed.
And it's just really fun when you get a good run going and you just feel like a ruthless badass. When the combat hits, it hits. Now, some of the big boss enemies go so insane that they will actually trap you in a
was
corner
sick.
and
I thought
the
it
camera lock on
froze him.
screws up and makes it so you can't see attacks are coming. This happened to me way more than I'd like. And it was pretty annoying when I was doing well, but happened to get boxed into a corner by a taller enemy who jumps in the air, and then the camera gets stuck because it tried to pan up, and now like it's just a mess, and then I can't see big hits coming my way. Very frustrating. Also, if we're talking about annoying stuff, this game really needs a map. As far as I know, I couldn't find one. Even if it's just a vague map, it would really help because some of the chapters
Screw that
have
shit.
really
We're gonna
big
explore.
areas. It is worth noting that you can revisit and fast travel back to previous areas, previous little bonfires if you want, but that doesn't really show you much in terms of like getting a good read on an environment, on a layout. But man, I will compliment the look of these areas. Level design wise, everything is really simple, like structurally. And I did encounter some invisible walls, which was sometimes a buzzkill.
Yeah,
But
I get that.
otherwise, damn, these areas look really good graphically. Dry grasslands,
What the hell happened
deep
there?
deserts, lush green
Feasibility is so
detailed
funny.
forests, blinding white snow.
Yeah, I mean, like
In
that's
all
the
of
cool
it,
thing
they
about it too.
really
You
excel
can
here.
kind of
From
freeze them in like the
graphics to art
weirdest
design.
situations.
This game is absolutely gorgeous. Flowing rivers, lush foliage, detailed textures, striking shadows, and ray tracing. This is the rare instance of a game that was like
Ray
originally
tracing?
teased
Oh,
as a
if you have
graphical
that
showcase,
possibility,
like
I
years
don't.
ago, and then the final product actually looks really good. With that being said, I did play on PC, and even on a high-end PC, I did have some issues. The occasional stuttering, a few glitches with some enemies floating, a few crashes, and some little frame rate issues, especially as you get deeper into the game. Means if you're sensitive to this stuff, you should maybe wait or do some more research with a PC nerd reviewer. I've seen some critics not have any issues. I've seen some have worse than me. I also have not seen the console version of this game, and I believe none of my fellow reviewers have either, meaning definitely wait until we know what's up, because this game is coming in a little hot.
Oh my
The
god,
potential
that's some cool
technical
attacks
issues
though.
muffles what is otherwise a really fun game. Like I said, be warned, it's not a Souls
High-end
and
PC
some
lighting,
Souls
your
fans
PC will
might
be
not
cooked.
love the combat, but
Yeah,
they'll
but
like the
like
challenge for
honestly,
sure.
I don't
Me
think it's
personally
a
playing
bad
this game,
idea
I'm
having a
having
lower end
blast.
PC
Wukong is a
in this case
challenging,
because we're not
thrilling
using
adventure
ray
with
tracing and
unique
shit,
lore,
right? Like if
setting,
you
and
have like
vibe,
20,
and I definitely
like
recommend
the
it at some
20
point.
series,
But that's it
like
before you buy. You know
RTX
how this goes by
series.
now. I give you some pros,
Like I
some
think
cons,
you're
and
probably
some
gonna have
personal
like some
opinion.
issues
And now I want to hear
more than
yours
if you don't,
down in the
because
comments. Have you
it's
been
just
looking
not
forward to
gonna
this
use the
game?
ray tracing.
I'd love to
And
know your
most of the
impressions from
times
watching
it's
a
like
bunch
the
of
ray
gameplay and stuff like that.
tracing
This
that are
video
fucking things
is
up.
this review is dropping before the game actually is
AMD
out,
FSR.
before you can actually buy it
Yeah,
and
I'm
play
not
it. So
sure.
we just wanted to get you some quick info here. Hopefully it helped. Enjoy the gameplay. Let us know what you're thinking about Black Myth Wukong, really, Journey to the West, anything at all down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If this video helped you out at all, clicking the like button's all you got to do. It does help us out. Thank you. But I'm
Ever
Jake
played on Steam
Baldino.
Deck?
Thank you
Yeah,
very
that's
much for
true.
watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Oh, that enemy is so cool. Woo, that's a nice attack. Yeah, don't turn on the ray tracing. Like, I heard that too, that people were saying that a little bit as well. Oh, this fight is gonna be cool. Ooh, okay. Okay, we saw the death animation though. Alright, have you watched Journey to the West movies? I have not, so like going into this is gonna be quite interesting, right? And obviously, like you were talking a little bit about as well in the stories here, how oh, that's a bad place to stop it. How, they kind of like, the story is quite interesting, but it's also like, for him at least, that didn't know a lot of it from before, it kind of felt like a little bit, oh, that's cool, but he were really not like into it. But I don't know, I just feel like if you're taking the time to like take in the world, take in, the different kind of elements of it, and reading, like, you know, go looting, go like finding like all the things that you're trying to like make the most out of the game, I think you're gonna soak in a lot of the storytelling, right, around it. And I think that's gonna be important. Sometimes I think people are too fast on like skipping dialogue, they're skipping like scenes, you know, and they're kind of missing out. And if you do that, you kind of miss a little bit of the context of the game, and I think that's gonna ruin kind of the overall experience. So for us at least, you know, it's going to be important to kind of just make the most out of it and explore as much as we can, read everything, you know, be out there kind of looking. Does this character do monkey dance after winning a fight? I don't know. There's only one way to find out. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just going to use the restroom. In the meantime, you know, I appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, you know, like the video as well. I appreciate it, or the stream if you can. Means more people will watch it. And then after this, I'm gonna go a little bit over my I did like the performance test, you know, on the game. So I'm gonna go a little bit over like what my stuff got, like what my ratings are, and like my settings, and maybe you guys can get some tips on that as well. All right, I'm gonna be right back. Thanks for waiting. Alright. I am back! Thanks for waiting, everyone. I appreciate it. Alright. So let me bring up like my my settings here a little bit on like what I ended up doing on like the performance review. I don't know if I can share it or not. Let me see. It's on the Discord, so I gotta open this first, and then we'll see if we can kind of put it here. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Alright. Okay, we gotta... Oh, that is hard to read. Let me see. Can I somehow share this? It's not really a window capture though, is it? Alright, so I just have to kind of like say it out loud because I don't know how to share this. But my average, so I did like the benchmark test, right? And my benchmark results. And I got an average of 69 frames per second. My maximum was like 79, which is pretty good. My minimum was 60, and the low fifth is 62 FPS. So that is not bad considering like I have, like I said, I have an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 and an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Super, right? So it, like, as you know, like that's not a good setup, but it's a solid you know, budget PC for at least like a few years, right? But now it's starting to struggle, especially the GPU. Like it's tough. So probably like on the stream, like I don't know, we might have to lower the settings there, but I guess we'll figure it out. So in terms of the graphic settings, I have like the borderless display. I got a 2560 1440, you know, resolution. Medium super resolution is like 50, which is like they're scaling somehow. Then we got a view of like medium, anti-aliasing quality is medium, the post effects quality is medium, the shadow quality is medium, the texture quality is medium, hair quality is medium, vegetation quality is medium, and then obviously motion blur. So here's the thing. I put down motion blur from like, it was on high in general, and then I put it on well, it was on high originally, and then I swapped it to weak, and then I got like even better performance, and then I turned it off. And the interesting part there is like I got a little bit higher I got a little bit of a higher frames, but it was more unstable when it was off than when it was on weak. So my motion blur is gonna stay on weak. Then obviously we don't have any ray tracing. The super resolution sampling is TSR. You can change that as well, but it was like reading my settings. I guess like the TSR is probably the best one. And then frame generation is on and DX12 is on. AMD GPU. Yeah, I'm thinking about upgrading it, but like I said, most likely I'm gonna build like a new PC next summer. So I'm probably just gonna like stay with what I'm having right now and just, you know, keep it going until next summer, and then I'm gonna buy like, you know, I'm gonna build a new computer from scratch, you know, because my my PC now, like the Windows 10, it's gonna expire October next year, I believe, and I can't upgrade it from what I have now. So I figure like might as well just hold out. Like then I have my computer for like 6 years, I believe now. And yeah, it's about time I think we can upgrade or build a new one. So now my financial situation is a little bit better, so we can do a little bit better system. So probably gonna be like you know, some 40 series graphics card, like some better systems, you know. So it's gonna be a nice upgrade, I think. But long time to that. Hello, Mr. Assassin. Let's go. And hello, Shad, you know. Say hello to Mr. Assassin, you know. He's always here regular. It's good. It's good. It's good. Good to see you, man. Okay. So yeah, so obviously, you know, just kind of summing up a little bit here. As far as, you know, I'm gonna actually take and look it up here. See if we can actually see it. Let me see. So, Black Myth Wukong. Let's see what it says actually. I want to see if it says anything in terms of like launch time. Because as far as we can see now, there's not really any... We don't really have any indicators on when it's actually launching. Like let's see, Black Myth Wukong launch time. Let's see. There we go. So somebody made like a video about it, at least, I think. All right, there we go. 2 days ago. Confirms what time revealed all. Okay, here we go. We actually have it. Consent. All right. Let's see what it says here. Alright, so obviously on August 20th. Alright, fingers crossed though. We're gonna be able to play it on Tuesday. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. Alright, so here we go. Here we go. Here you can see for all of you as well. Alright, Central European summertime. At 4 a.m.? Holy shit. Alright, so, but I guess we can do it on, wait, so that will be... Okay, so technically that's gonna be the morning of August 20th. Alright, so we'll stream it like on the evening, like maybe like 6-7 p.m. Central European time. since it's like a weekday, we'll stream it like on August 20th then, for sure. Alright, so if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss out, because Tuesday we're doing the stream and I got a surprise for you all too. I think you're gonna enjoy it. It's like a special little thing we made. A special little thing we made for this game, and I'm actually quite excited about it. I'm pretty sure Mr. Assassin could guess what it is, but no spoilers though, so you know, because you know what I like to make on these kind of games, you know, for like streaming, to make it like a little bit cooler. But yeah, be here on Tuesday for that. Yeah, so of course, like if you guys as well like have your time zones here for when you're launching, if you're gonna buy the game and play it, this is it. So, you know, we have everything here. But yeah, August 20th, 4 a.m. We're obviously not going live at 4 a.m. So you guys have to just be patient and wait until like the end of the day, you know, and then we'll play it for sure. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's the game plan. So now though, what do we do now? What is the time? 21:48. All right. So let's play a little bit of games. I'm like, honestly, I don't really know what we're playing either. I'm like kind of in a set here where I'm just like waiting on Black Myth, to be fair. But let's maybe bring it all here real quick. Boom. All right, and then we'll do like that. So I think we're gonna do is, I'm gonna do like one round perhaps of like the Modern Warfare 3 zombies. Yeah, we'll do that. It's like a chill. We can talk a little bit about the game. We can kind of chill out, and then that will be like a one round we can do there to just spend some time here. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's bring that over. Okay. Give me 1 second here, guys. Appreciate your patience. Okay. Alright, yeah, so let's, that will be it pretty much for the Black Myth for today, but yeah, Tuesday, like I said, we will be playing it, so let's, bring up some Call of Duty Zombies. Actually, I know we haven't really streamed that a lot, but it's kind of like a chill game that I enjoy. I'm actually quite excited for the Black Ops 6 like zombies mode. Like, it's kind of like a fun little thing to do, you know. It's not too crazy, not too demanding, you know, but also it's a lot better than doing like the whole Warzone and all this shit. You know, like it's just too many factors, too many hackers. Like zombies, like what are you gonna do? You get eaten, you know? It is what it is. Alright, let's make sure that we got the gaming scene. Okay. Where are you? Game capture. Boom. Okay. There we go. And we need some audio. Boom. Okay. Alright, yeah. So we'll do like one game of zombies. Wait, why is it hello? Yeah, there we go. Zombies is kind of chill though. I kind of enjoy it. And right now, as I am like a Norwegian, if you don't know that already, we are working on getting the awesome, wait for it, like we're working for getting this amazing Borealis camo. You know, we have to get the camo. You know, the Northern Light has to represent when they made it, you know? Like, how can I not get this, you know? Like, it would be a disgrace for my Norwegian heritage not to do this. So we'll be chilling a little bit out, you know, upgrading some camos. What we're gonna do? Yeah, we might as well just continue with this one. Let's see, what do we need here? We also need, I don't know if you guys have any familiar with this game, but essentially gotta represent, absolutely, Mabu. That's just how it is. Let's see, guess we could use like the epic. Yeah, let's use the rare eater tool. We don't need that crazy power here. Oh, there's also like a free thing in the shop, so might as well just get that. What are we, Spaceman Tracer Pack? Bro, like those guys are like building like some crazy ass skins, like they are unreal. But they rather like focus on building like good bundles than focus on like removing the cheaters. You know? Anyways, there's some cool looking skins. Let's see what we get for free here. Claim gift. Okay. Assassin. Okay. Hey, Mr. Assassin, look, it's you. Never played any FPS game. Halo. Yeah, Halo is cool though. I mean, like, it's not everyone's ally. And I'm gonna tell you this as well though. Like, for me, I pretty much played like my first FPS game like when Apex came out. That was pretty much it, you know, and Apex was pretty much like the game, and then obviously I played Warzone when that came out, but that's pretty much it, you know. Besides that, like, just here and there for fun, but nothing too crazy. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I just have to, like, put in, like, some food here. Just give me, like, 30 seconds. I'll be right back. I am back. You guys are awesome for waiting. Thank you very much. Yeah, like, sometimes they have, like, free trials of these guys, and it would be cool to, like, play with you guys, too, you know? Test it out a little bit. I don't know, it's, like, it's not that, like, difficult. You can usually play, like, this in trios, but personally, I play, like, zombies alone. Like, I just prefer doing that, but obviously with you guys, I think it would be different, you know? It would be more, like, fun, you know, with the community. Something we can do, you know? Because the thing with, like, Souls-like games and a lot of the games that we play is, like, there's not really a lot of, you know, co-op and stuff like that. Although I kind of heard that Miyazaki was talking about, like, his next game, that he really saw that people were really enjoying, like, the co-op, seamless co-op mod that people were building on Elden Ring, that it definitely took, like, some inspiration from that, you know? And I think that would be really cool to have in, like, the Souls-like games, more like a seamless co-op. Like, it's definitely doable. And it's like pretty much chill because you just go around doing like some missions, you know, you upgrade some, you can do like some side quests, like some quests, like they have like some cool stories. Obviously the story in this one is like not like that amazing, but it's alright, you know, nothing too crazy. I think the Black Ops 6 Zombies is gonna be absolutely fire though, like it looks so good. And so I don't know if like we'll do it on stream or not, but maybe like 1 or 2 times we'll do it on stream just to kind of like, you know, check it out a little bit, and then it's probably more like on my free time, you know, but we'll see, you know. We'll see what you guys are thinking. But we gotta do something though while we wait on Black Myth Wukong, you know? Gotta do something. Alright. think audio good. I think quality is fine. Clearly my FPS is struggling right now because of like our streams. Like I'm getting 35 FPS. Oh my god, that is horrible. That's the issue too, is like it's quite demanding game. Like why? How is Call of Duty like so demanding? Like it's so crazy to think about. Alright, just doing our perks. And then what we're gonna essentially do, we're gonna do like some it's not really that optimal with this game though. Or, like with this gun. It's kinda like an issue because it only has like 5 bullets as well per mag, so we gotta see like what would be kind of the best kind of missions that we can do here for it. Let's see what we have available. So all these markers are obviously, you know, some stash. We usually do like this one, deliver cargo. Contract. That one is kind of nice to do. It's an easy way to farm XP. And you get it like a car, which is kind of nice on like a big map like this. Then obviously we took a bunch of perks as you see at the bottom there. So we have Juggernog, obviously, that gives us more health. We have Speed Cola that gives us like faster hands, essentially. And then we have Deadshot Daiquiri that gives us like, you know, more damage on like headshots, plus sort of like a little bit of an aim assist, you know, like on headshots. Then you have Stamina Up that gives you like faster sprinting. And then we obviously have what is the blue one again? It essentially just lets you heal faster, essentially, like your health bar like regens like faster. I just forgot like the name of it completely. But the blue one. Alright, and then we pack-a-punched our weapon to like tier 2. We're just seeing like the bottom right there. So we kind of, and then we did like a blue weapon schematic or whatever it's called. To self-revive. Okay. The blue one is kind of sort of like a weapon upgrade essentially. Oh no! Let me jump out the window. Oh my god! Alright, there we go. Parkour. Bro, we're practicing our parkour for like Wukong. Let's go. God.
Let's get that door open sharpish.
Some of them are like more demanding, like the zombies you do like with the armor. So you have to kind of like do like usually 2 shots there. And it obviously depends a little bit on where you hit them though. Then we have like our perk here that we can utilize, which is kind of nice. Okay. I forgot to utilize one of the perks where you can see through walls, which is kind of nice. Because then you can get like these soldiers. Oh my god. Okay. Some of these are like so fast. Alright, bro. Chill out. Chill out, zombies. Okay. Where the fuck did that grenade come from? It's these guys, right? Oh my god. Stop throwing grenades. What a maniac. The weird thing too is like the soldiers here are like so tanky for some reason. Like why are like, they're more tankier than the zombies.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Alright. Where exactly do we have to go? Alright, it's over there. Okay. We know the route for this. Kick me, please? Who in the world is doing that? Oh my god. Alright. Time for some parkour driving skills. Yeah, there we go. See, we already leveled up the weapon because of this too. So So we're gonna get this to like level 16, I believe, and then we have like the max level. Oh, I forgot about turning like double XP on too on this. Can I do that from the menu? I can't. Let's do like this. Okay, there. Oh my god! No, no! Okay, because we can't really take a lot of damage on this, so we gotta... If they kill our car, we're losing the mission. So we gotta make sure we're not destroying our car. Or vehicle. Does not matter. It's actually kind of like a cool game though, you know, to play like... More for chill, you know, it's not like very demanding. Obviously, like, there's multiple zones here, but like more difficult or like faster zombies and everything. So obviously it can be like more intense if you go into like the third zone. But if you stay into like the one and second one, I usually do like the second tier. It's like pretty chill to me. It's like a nice balance. And then you get like some different kind of benefits, you know, when you complete a mission. And now we got a car for free. So then we'll do like the next one. I think we could do... Let's do like this one.
Weapon stat. Move over. I got the wheel.
We just have to like save our... Fix our car a little bit here. Oh wait, they're using that as a... Alright, let's not go there though.
Smoke out that hornet's nest. Take out these sniper a-holes before they get any ideas.
This might be a little bit tricky actually, because we only have like 5 bullets per mag. And we have to sometimes 2-shot it. But we'll do our best. Oh my god. Run! Run, you fools! Oh my god! Alright. You guys are like, he says it's a shill game! Now look at this! Alright. Okay, so next mission is essentially like a saving up the weapon stash, you know, and just keep it securing it. Oh my god, there's so many. It also doesn't help that we have like 35 FPS. Oh. Okay, that one is gonna help a lot actually. Drop. Get him! Gotta heal! Oh my god. Fuck! No! Alright, we are fucked up. No worries, we gotta self-revive. Get them. Okay, cool. Oh, we got one of the camels as well. Nice. We got this. Plus we have, I believe, extra self-revive stuff, so we should be good. Oh my god, that was a sprint. Oh my god. Wait, do you see somebody there? Yes. Oh, the burning effect is real though. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're fucked. Okay, whoa, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, chill out. Okay. Let me jump a little bit around here. Why is there so many? Okay, shit. Right. Oh, this weapon is not great. Wait, is this 2 manglers or something? Oh my god, there's never 2 manglers here. Oh my god, okay, thank god. Christ. Bro, like, honestly, I never have, like, 2 manglers here at the same time. That's like super rare. Streamer unlucky. Okay, back to the car. We got everyone, and I think we need it. Yeah, let's get that guy out of the way too. We need some plates though. Whew. All right. Let's see, what else can we do? We have another... let's see, what would be a cool contract that we could do? We gotta struggle. I gotta see, like, what is my, Okay, we have 2 self-revives though, so it's not that bad. We can do... Let's see, maybe we'll try, like, this one.
Market contract. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Let's make sure we heal up the car. That's like, sometimes like Call of Duty is so weird because they're like, oh, we gotta keep the game realistic, so you have to obviously go to a gas station, like fill up the car with like gas and like repair it on the station, and then you can buy like these crazy ass skins that is like, yeah, that's realism for you.
Has personality. They say never judge
It doesn't make any sense sometimes, you know.
See if it's as peligroso as it looks.
Hey, that's the games for you. All right, we're just gonna go like to the gas station here real quick. Get our car nice and ready. We also have almost enough to upgrade it to like tier 3. We might have to do that actually. So our weapon is struggling a little bit. So maybe we should try to do that, especially since we don't utilize the purple weapon upgrade. Might be a good idea. So we almost have enough. Let's see, we maybe do like... Is there another car contract here we could do? There's one over here, but that's like super far. But it would be nice though, because then we can go and upgrade our...
Move over, I got the wheel.
We can upgrade our weapon to like pack-a-punch it to like tier 3. That's gonna be very useful after. Because we are kind of struggling with like... Since we only have 5 bullets in the mag, like, it's tough. So we gotta try to do something about that. See if we're able to, yeah, we'll do like a full-on like 360 round here. Usually they have like a car contract here as well. But now, like, for some reason, it's just all the way over there. Obviously it's just like randomly generated, right? So it's a bit kind of, you just have to take it a little bit based on what's happening. But yeah, also now I think, if I'm not mistaken, on Tuesday they're gonna also release this update on this with like a better, with like the last story of the game or something. So like story of the Dark Ether story that they have. I think that maybe was a mistake, I don't know. And it will be interesting to kind of see where they ended with like the story on this, but nothing too kind of crazy though, I believe. Hopefully it's like a mega final boss fight or something that we could do. Alright, I think we already level it up to max. That's kind of nice. That's actually really good. We kind of just have to make like the most out of the round. We still have like 30 minutes left, so might as well just try to do like a few more missions in.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
The mercs are moving arms near you in a lone vehicle. Commandeer it.
My bad.
Stashed in there. See if you can't get it open.
Let's see. Well, the fact that you have like that effect as well is unreal. Where the hell did it go? Wait, did it go out? Why did they actually go out? They usually never go out.
Don't be neutralized.
Get a headshot though, if I must say so myself. Alright. This guy as well, the last dude. Wait, did he get killed or something? Alright.
Move over. I got the wheel.
Yeah.
I don't want to stress you out, bro.
It's officially a car game now. It's not a shooting game anymore. It's a car racing game. Bro, okay, good driving skills though, not gonna lie. Top quality driving skills. Some of the best you see.
Waiting for delivery at pickup site. I'll bring the bacon home.
Okay.
That's one. Let's get
Down an arm shipment and we've got some new
Well, like
toys.
effective gameplay.
UX
Ooh, we got a purple applicator. Cool. Okay. Did I pick it up? I did pick it up. Actually, maybe we'll do equip the brain rod. There we go.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Right, so now we should go into like the third zone and like upgrade. Where is the pack-a-punch? Oh, it's here. Okay. Should be fine though, I believe.
Hostile corpse terminated.
I feel like we should probably go by the gas station now too, because the zone, like the third zone, like if you hit like a few zombies there, like they're destroying your car like completely. Absolutely getting like destroyed from that. So let's just be like a little bit patient here while we do that, so we absolutely don't get shit on. We get like a freaking zombie. Yeah, I mean, like, it's an interesting, like, zombie experience that they did here. Like, obviously, I think the round-based one is better. So, like, for me, like, I started playing zombies, like, on Cold War, like, when that came out, and because they did, like, some free trials on it, and I really got, like, really soaked into it, because they made, like, the Easter egg more accessible. They made it kind of, you know, easier to kind of get into the game, and that really bit me on like the zombie pathway. And obviously after that they kind of fucked up in like the Vanguard game, and which I also bought, but I played it like super late. Like once it was fully, I bought it like 50% off, and once you buy it kind of when it was fully completed and ready, it was not really a bad game. It just took like a long time before it ended up becoming like decent, you know. I think that's like where like the main issue with that. Gotta focus up a little bit. This is kind of intense. Let me see. Right. Excuse me. Coming through.
Move over. I got it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, my car is busted. Alright, we're alone, boys, let's leave. Okay. We need a new car. God damn it. Unbelievable. That's what I was talking about. Like, once you get hit with, like, third zone zombies, like, they are tricky, man. Run! Swim! Okay. See if we can find, like, a new car mission. I'm kinda curious if I can one headshot. I still can't have one headshot these guys, though. That's kinda interesting. Yeah, let's see. Do we have any... There we go. Is there, like, a car somewhere here? It's like a car, bro. What's up with that? I guess we'll just do, like, this one.
Contract.
Usually prefer having, like, a car. Makes everything so much easier. This is what it is. It's gonna take us a little bit longer getting around. Anything good here? Some snacks? Ooh, cast milk.
Locals won't take this set in stone. They'll be hell ahead.
We'll utilize that, that's for sure. The fact that it's still like not a one-shot headshot when I pack a punch into like tier 3, that's kind of unreal. I didn't expect that. I thought it would actually. At least we swapped it to like. Oh, it's crazy. Nice, at least we got another one there. I'm trying to do like the... It's like an event they have as well where you can get like a really cool weapon skin. So I'm hoping I can get that as well. I only have like a few more days before I can do that, so I probably have to like finish that tomorrow. But I'll do that on the spare time though, so you guys don't have to watch like this stuff. It's not probably the most exciting thing to watch, I believe. At least we are together, you know, so spending some time.
Animated hostile delete.
Because we got a dog. Let's go. Look at those clean headshots, though. It's more or less. About 50%. Probably a higher rank, I would say. It's like a clean headshot. Bro. Hit him in the armor as well. Nice. Just a few more seconds and we should be Gucci. We got one of these guys. There you go, get destroyed. Ooh, legendary ether tool as well. That's even better. That's like the best one that you can get. I think I never gotten that like in tier 2 contract. Also earlier today I got like a epic one, and we got an epic one today as well, did we not? We got an epic one and a legendary? Shit. We've been streamer lucky today on this. Let's see, we have a new car contract. I really need a car. Yeah, we're kind of... There's a few cars here, and like, I think this one is probably his. Alright, we're gonna do... I think we'll be able to do this one. Let's do that because there's like a exfil point very close to that, so we can run to that after we done this. Going to like one of my favorite spots here on this. It's a bit intense though with like this kind of weapon, but it's not bad either. You know? Oh, we got a car contract. Nice. Okay. Perfect.
Listen up. Terminus has resorted to using smaller weapon runs. They just made themselves ripe for the picking.
That's one, undead district.
Alright, there we go. What? Why is there a... There we go. Just get him out of there. How did I miss it earlier? Jeez. Alright. There we go. I think this will be the last contract we're gonna... Who's shooting at me? Somebody's shooting at me. It's like the mercenaries in this game is so stupid.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Got these guys over here. Is there a... Okay, we can go to the extra point here after.
Vehicle mark.
Watch the sky. There's an helicopter on your tail.
Because after this, I gotta eat. Like, I was planning to eat, like, before the stream, and then so many of you guys tuned in. I was like, okay, let me focus up here. Let's kind of make this happen. And it just ended up being, like, not time to eat, you know? So, I gotta make sure I don't eat too late. Gotta make sure I don't eat too late. At least we got a limit of a good stream today, and it's also good to be back, you know, kind of hanging out with you guys, talking a little bit about Black Myth Wukong, planning like to stream on Tuesday, sharing some thoughts. Oh, this one. Reading that one. And then we'll be back already on Tuesday, you know? It's gonna be fun.
Market extraction zone.
This is a little bit of a small session. We gotta ease our way back. Alright, cool. Oh my god, so many people.
59 corpse terminated. Fuck!
I'm just glad this weapon is fully upgraded enough. I don't have to deal too much about this anymore.
Popping back.
Alright. Oh! Alright, we're Gucci. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Oh my god, we're gonna get that one. There we go. Huge. Yeah, I'm just like... Leave me alone, zombies! I'm trying to enjoy my game.
Clear me a path.
Private energy. Fuck!
See if that guy goes on the flight. It doesn't look like he goes on it. He can actually lower them.
Animated hospital.
Trying to exfil here, boys. Oh my god, parkour. Alright, we'll do like one of those and then we'll use the like
Deploying gravity grenade. Changing back.
get absolute. Oh my god. It's stuck in here too. There we go. We did it, boys! We survived. Let's go. And we got it fully up again. Nice. release like a video on like my reaction on the trailers. We'll see. Can I maybe release that tomorrow or something? Nice little reward. Let's see what we did on like the event side of things. We still have yeah, so we're only missing like the last one. This is like what we're working towards here, like like the camo. So I'll probably finish that up like tomorrow or like in the next few days. But obviously off stream. Like this is not usually what we stream, so it's not probably as fun for you guys to watch. But today, you know, like I said, I didn't really know what to play, and we mainly focused on Black Myth Wukong, right? So it was like the most important thing. Yeah, so that's it for today. I'm gonna get some food. As always, I appreciate it a lot. You guys have been awesome today. Appreciate it. Tuesday, like I said, Tuesday, like 6-7 p.m. we'll be streaming Black Myth Wukong. So, looking forward to see you guys then. And as always, Misnakis, enjoy your weekend. And thanks for being here as always. Alright guys, have a good one. It's a little bit shorter today, but you know, we're doing one on Tuesday, right? So we gotta keep the balance. Alright everyone. GG. Thank you guys. See you on Tuesday, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., somewhere around that Central European time, for some Black Myth Wukong. Alright, let's go. GG.